New tonight at 6. An email mocking veteran suicide sparked outrage and led to the resignation of an Indianapolis VA employee.
Tonight, 1 year after that controversy, an IT-mate investigation has uncovered new information. IT-mate's Bennett Haverly reveals what he found in internal emails. Bennett.
David, Lori, it took the VA more than a year to respond to our open records request. That response included 8,000 pages of emails. What we found? One VA administrator offered to protect the employee responsible for this controversy. And VA inspectors knew about the scandal months before it became public, but did not investigate. The email showed photos of a holiday elf self-medicating, pleading for Xanax, and later attempting to hang himself with an electrical cord. The sender, Robin Paul, a program manager at the Indianapolis VA hospital. The emails, sent in December of 2014, went to staffers in this clinic. But IT-mate has uncovered that the VA waited months to investigate. So when they became public months later, the backlash was immediate.
It was pretty disgusting.
I thought they were totally inappropriate. It was totally unprofessional.
Hundreds of angry emails poured in. Their comments included phrases like, "Shame on you," "You should be fired," "Please resign." Others were so graphic we can't show them, but included death threats against Paul and her family. One included a picture of a noose with the message, "I bought you a necklace. Here, put it on."
It's really gone too far. I think, and I honestly believe, that if management would have taken appropriate action, that stuff like this would have never happened.
Sharon Witt was among the staffers who received the email. Now retired, Witt says she sent the email to hospital administrators, the VA secretary, and the Office of Inspector General. When you sent that to management, what was the response?
There was no response.
Nothing?
Nothing. No response.
So when she saw it in the news months later,
my impression was, oh, they're going to think I did it. And that's exactly what I thought.
Witt denies sending it to the media. She says she simply wanted to right a wrong.
Because I felt it needed to be addressed. It was inappropriate.
Robin Paul eventually resigned. But before the news broke, she issued an apology to her supervisors for what she called poor judgment with a holiday joke. When the emails first became public, then Indianapolis VA Medical Director Tom Mattice issued a statement on March 10, 2015, condemning Paul's acts as unacceptable. But privately, Mattice was sending a much different message. On March 9th, Mattice wrote Paul an email blaming the media for the incident and saying, "I can't make you any promises, but I will do what I can to protect you if the story picks up momentum." Paul wrote back thanking him, saying, "Your note means a lot to me. I hope you know how sincere my heart is toward helping veterans." The emails also included well wishes from colleagues, saying her mistake wasn't indicative of the person they knew. One of those well wishers was the acting director of the Durham, North Carolina VA hospital. But when I called to ask him about it,
is it something you'd be open to discussing?
neither he nor his spokeswoman could say anything.
Okay, so you guys won't be able to provide any comment.
Hello? We also tried to reach Robin Paul, but no one answered the door. Hi. We did run into her husband sitting in a truck in the driveway.
There are emails in here that indicate that VA administrators wanted to protect your wife if the story gained momentum. And I don't know that that may sit well with a lot of folks.
Anything I say is going to get twisted. And that's what we're not going to do.
I just want to
get twisted.
I just wanted to be able to provide an outlet if it's something you guys want to talk about.
At this point, I don't think so.
All right. Okay.
Thank you.
We also tried to reach Tom Mattice, the retired director of VA's Roudabush Medical Center.
Hi, I was trying to reach Mr. Mattice.
We left 3 messages and stopped by his house.
I'm Bennett Haverly with Wish TV. I was trying to reach Tom Mattice.
Yeah,
Is there a way we could reach him?
But we never heard back from the man who promised to protect Paul.
Is that troubling?
Absolutely. It was troubling to the investigation. It was troubling to the secretary. It was troubling to all of us, to everybody that took a look at this, especially after looking through the emails. It's the reason those people are not here. As we've said, that employee is no longer employed by the VA, and the leadership of that team, of that stick clinic, are no longer in place.
Hospital spokesman Pete Scoville says he was unaware of any investigation prior to April of last year. The Office of Inspector General tells ITmate it did receive an anonymous complaint months before the email surfaced, but did not investigate.
I know that eventually it was investigated very thoroughly, and they did the right thing.
Mark Gillian with the American Legion says it will be hard for veterans to look past this, especially with the new revelations about what a VA administrator offered.
They were going to support her. To me, it appears that she resigned under pressure from the news media, and then the problem no longer exists, so the administration says it's a done deal, so the accountability didn't occur.
The VA's Office of Public Affairs in Washington told me today that it learned of the email in February. Remember, the OIG said it learned about it in January, but neither office acted until they were able to substantiate it, and then they learned the facility was taking action. Now, if you know a veteran considering suicide, the VA says don't wait to come in, go to the emergency room. There are resources available. We're going to include information about that on this story at wishtv.com. Bennett Haberly, 24-Hour News 8.